when there was this thought of ill will arising, then he would consider this thought of ill will would lead to affliction of both, or cause pain to both. Then this thought of ill will would subside. Similarly, when there was this thought of ill will arising, then he would consider these obstruct wisdoms causes difficulties and leads away from Nibbana. Then that thought would subside. So, in other words, whenever there is this thought of ill will arose, then he will make an effort to abandon it or to remove it to overcome it. So in other words, he also made an effort when the other two unwholesome arising. The other two unwholesome thoughts are thoughts of sensual desire and thoughts of cruelty. So in other words, whenever there is any of these unwholesome thoughts arising, or you consider this way, then the unwholesome thought would disappear or subside. Similarly, whenever you have any of these unwholesome thoughts arising in your mind, you should consider or ponder in this way also. You consider or ponder in this way, then that unwholesome thought would have subsided. So, when one comes to realize this unwholesome thought only cause pain to oneself, or cause pain to others, or cause pain to both, and it becomes obstacles to the growth of wisdoms, cause difficulties, and leads away from Nibbana or enlightenment, then this unwholesome thought would have disappeared or subsided. So then the Buddha explained, whatever one frequently thinks and ponders upon, that will become the inclination of mind. So if one frequently thinks and ponders upon thoughts of ill will, then he has abandoned the thought of non-ill will. Then he will incline towards the thought of ill will. So when he frequently thinks and ponders that way, then that will become the inclination of mind. So the inclination of mind is all depends on your effort. So similarly, when one always thinks about thinks about the thought of sensual desire, then one would have abandoned the thought of renunciation. But if you want always cultivate the wholesome thoughts, for example, thoughts of renunciation, then one would have abandoned thoughts of sensual desires. Then that will become the inclination of the mind. So in other words, these three types of thoughts: thoughts of renunciation, thoughts of non-ill will, thoughts of non-cruelty, constitute the factors of right thoughts. Right thoughts is one of the factors in the Noble Eightfold Path. So whether one's mind inclined towards right thoughts or wrong thoughts is all depend on your effort. If you always let your mind dwell on the wrong thoughts, thoughts of sensual desires, thoughts of ill will, or thoughts of cruelty, then that will become the inclination of the mind. Then eventually, from these wrong thoughts, it may translate into wrong speech, wrong deeds, wrong livelihood. It's because speech and thoughts are manifestations of the thoughts. So if you have wrong thoughts, then it may lead to wrong speech, wrong deeds, wrong livelihood. But if you always cultivate right thoughts, then it will lead to right speech or right deeds, right livelihood. So it is important that we make an effort to cultivate or to develop the thoughts so that our thoughts will incline towards these three kinds of right thoughts or wholesome thoughts. Thoughts of renunciation, thoughts of non-ill will. This thought of non-ill will corresponds to the thoughts of loving kindness or thoughts of goodwill. Then thoughts of non-cruelty. So this thought of non-cruelty correspond to the thought of compassion. We are here to develop these right thoughts or thoughts of loving kindness or thoughts of non-ill will. So when you develop these thoughts well, then you should also make an effort so that these thoughts will be manifested in your deeds and speech, in those bodily actions and verbal actions. So that's why in the text it is explained that these thoughts of loving kindness has the characteristics to wish for the welfare and benefit of others. So this is the characteristics of loving kindness, to wish for the welfare and benefit of others. Then these mental actions, that is loving kindness in thoughts, should be complemented and strengthened by verbal and bodily actions in the act of goodwill towards others. So this developing of loving kindness in thoughts should be to be complemented and strengthened by called metta or loving kindness in speech and loving kindness in deeds or physical actions. So when one could develop this loving kindness in all these three actions, in other words, metta in thoughts, then metta in speech or loving kindness in speech, metta in deeds or loving kindness in your body actions, then your metta will be growing. So when one to practice well, then one to remove ill will. In the text, it also explained that the proximate cause of loving kindness is to see what I call to see the lovable aspect of another person or group of people. So the cause of arising of loving kindness, or the proximate cause, is one is able to see the lovable aspects of another person or group of people. So in other words, if one doesn't have loving kindness, one may have the tendency to find fault of another. But we in the practice of loving kindness, we learn to see the good side of another person. For example, that person is endowed with a good behavior of pleasant speech and so on. When we always look at the noble aspect of another person, then this feeling of loving kindness will arise. There's no feeling of what I call annoyance, or sometimes one is